Alright guys, and it's Wednesday. What a nice webinar we had yesterday. It was very interactive. You know, I could answer all the questions. I could explain what really happened on the market yesterday. So this was so good. It was really good. I think one of the best webinars we've ever had. Soon it will be uploaded to the YouTube channel if it's not already. So I don't know, maybe this video is off before, after, I don't know. Just check. And then subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video. And again, if you want to be part of the Telegram group, I won't open it until you be into the webinar. I'm not gonna give the link. Don't even ask. You don't need to ask. You need to be in the webinar to get the link. All right? Because like there's no sense, because we are discussing into the Telegram what has been discussed into the webinar. So, you know, I've just put it up some good content there. Let me open up here. Very nice content, and I still got a few things to do today, but you know, full of things, full of knowledge already. So if you're not there, what are you waiting for? Just go to the webinar. It's free. I give it out the link. All right. Yesterday we had a few PMIs coming up. So we had from UK, we had from Europe, and then in the morning for me we had the US. As expected, as I've mentioned for you guys, UK and Europe would be worse than expected. You know, we've seen this happening on the webinar. I've took a position, on the webinar, and I've took a short GBP USD. You know, I've explained the reason why I was taking that position. I was explaining the reason, you know, explaining what could happen, what could affect the position, and you know, it was a good trade. It was a good trade, nearly hitting my TP right now. So these are the types of things you sort of missing when you're not going to the webinar. All right. Anyway, so let's dive into the PMIs. All right. So we had at 7 we had the Europe PMI. So we had the services PMI coming lower than expected by nearly 1%, by nearly 0.1. So the consensus was at 48.7. So basically they were expecting that would be steady, no changes, no up move, no down move. But then the actual came in 47.8. So much lower than expected. This is a huge drop for services, for the PMI on services. Manufacturing PMI, they were expecting a slightly increase. Some previous was 43.4, and then the consensus was at 43.7. So 0.3 up. So that was quite nothing, right? And it came up as 43. So 0.7 less, lower than expected. This is very dovish, very bearish for the euro. And then the composed PMI came at 46.5. The consensus was at 47.4. And then after, we had the services and composed PMI, manufacturing PMI for UK. We had services PMI at 49.2 as the consensus was at 49.3. The composed PMI as well, lower than expected. Consensus was at 48.7 and the actual came in 48.6. Manufacturing PMI came in at 45.2, the only one that came higher than expected. Expected was 44.7. And then we had services PMI for US as well, 50.9, and consensus was 49.8. Manufacturing was consensus 49.5 and it came 50. What those numbers tell me? Bullish on US dollars still. We only had, you know, this is into the Telegram, okay? I've put it up already into the Telegram, but I'm gonna read it so you guys get a bit of a taste. What you know, if you're not there, what are you missing? So next chance will be you going to the next Tuesday webinar, and then I will give it out the link. All right? But I've explained it, so I've acknowledged, like, thank you everyone. I couldn't help but wonder why the US 30, 10 and 2 years EU took a massive nosedive after our webinar. I did some extra digging, and it turns out that the reason for it was that one influential market player commented, caused a swift and major drop. So basically, this image here now, this one, we can see that it's from Twitter, right? And Bill Ackman says, the first one 9 hours ago, we cover all bonds short. And then after he says, there is too much risk in the world to remain short bonds at current long-term rates. Come back here. So basically, one of the biggest investors have been short on the yields. And these have sort of manipulated the market. Not because he's short, because he's mentioned that he's short. So that makes me think, okay, so that maybe come back, because that was just, it was just a flinch on the market, let's say. So I was still pretty confident on my bias on short GBP USD, short euro dollar, and yeah, that would be my take for today. So again, if you're not into the Telegram in the Telegram group, next opportunity for you to get in will be next Tuesday. So I'll wait you here on next Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m. free, out of charges, $0, and very good content given out there. All right, so please guys, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, share this video with your friend, maybe you have a group, or maybe someone of your family likes to trade. Share this video with them. I guarantee you that this is very good knowledge. And yeah guys, have a good trading week, and I see you in the next video.